Everyone knows that contractors are a critical partner when it comes to a successful flip. But how do you really find and build that dream team of contractors? I'm going to talk about 4 ways to make sure you're getting the right contractors to work with on your projects and how you can make that process as smooth as possible. So come right back and find out how you can build your own dream team of contractors. My name is Amber Miller, and for the past 15 years, I've been investing in real estate, project managing renovations, designing, and selling flip properties. So I know a thing or two about finding contractors, and I can with 100% certainty tell you that there has not ever been a project where I wasn't able to find a contractor to work with on that project. So this idea that contractors are difficult to find or that there's just not enough out there, while those certainly might be true, if you're not looking, it can make it even more difficult. So the number one way that I find contractors that I work with is I look around, and I don't just look at the big box home improvement stores, though some people find success when they're walking through the aisles of Home Depot, but I'm actually looking at job sites. And I'm also looking at trucks and vehicles when I'm driving. In fact, just a couple days ago, I snapped a picture of a car in a parking lot because they had a contractor phone number and business logo, and I don't need a contractor right now, but I thought in the future, if I ever should, I'd rather have more than not enough to reach out to. Number 2, when you are working with contractors, make sure that you have very clear expectations about both the work that you're doing and then who's responsible for each role. When it comes to schedules and calendars, these are some of the most critical components of a project. Make sure that everybody knows what's going on, everybody knows when things are expected to be done, and everyone knows that they're all on the same page. Of course, you're going to have those instances where you have things that don't go as planned. You might have a delay in materials or a delay in inspection, but as long as everyone knows how to adjust accordingly and when they're still responsible for their portion of the project, you should be able to achieve that in a timely manner and within a certain amount of time and communication as well. All right, next, when we're looking at working with contractors, negotiating contracts and pricing is key. Now, what does that mean? It means that you have to be working within your budget. But if you have somebody that you really want to work with and the pricing in some of the areas might just not be in line with what your budget is, go back to them and say, hey, I'd really like to work on this project with you. I'd like to potentially do other projects with you in the future as well. Can we work together on the pricing? You might be surprised as to what you will get for a response. And as always, if you never ask, the answer is always no. All right, last but not least, make sure that when you're dealing with challenges that you don't wait too long and let the project go either unfinished or undone because you're uncertain about having those conversations. Any type of issue that you have is best addressed early on, and if it's something that doesn't have resolution, then ending that relationship with that contractor and moving on to someone who can get that job done will save you so much headache and time in the long run. Unfortunately, it does happen. It doesn't happen very often, but if you're also very clear with your expectations about the quality of work, the type of workday they're running, the type of job site that you want for your project, some of that can definitely be averted before you actually get into a contract and a long-term project with somebody. One of the things I like to have people do when they're working together as well, especially if it's somebody I've never worked on a project with before, is I will take them through a finished project before we work together so they can see the type of projects I complete, the type of work that I expect and workmanship, and what the finished product looks like, because for some people that may not be in line with the type of work or skill that they want to put into a project, but I would rather know that before we start working together rather than after. I hope this video was helpful as we talked about ways you can make sure that you're building your contractor dream team sooner rather than later. As always, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel so you always catch the next new video coming out when we're talking about renovation, investing in real estate. And also make sure you check out the show notes. There is a brand new program that I have created called the High-End Flip Design Secrets. It is a self-study program where you can actually use all of the tips that I use to create high-end design on any budget for your flips, because beautiful flips that sell quickly are not just luck, they're created, and this can teach you how. So until next time, bye for now.